Penn State closing some branch campuses due to declining enrollment, guys. They'll close 19 branch campuses. Oh my. Pittsburgh Public Schools plan to close 14 schools and reconfigure the grades in additional. PPS is Pittsburgh Public Schools. Before we talk about area economy, let's clean your eyes.
I like how I clean them.
You do a good job on her. What do you say? You want more? Do you want more? Say it. What do you want? All right. Little feet. Boy, her feet are wet. They're wet, Keita. Why don't you lay down in bed with us so I can rest my head on your tummy? It's nice and warm. Hmm? I'm gonna have to take the seats out of the Jeep for you so you can get in and out easy. Because I don't know if I have a ramp for you, but I don't know if that's gonna work out. All right, you want the tummy tickled a little bit? Look at the fur. Look at the fur. What? Oh, 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 oh. Keita. Keita, howl. Go. All right. Can you repeat that, please? Go. I love you too. Uh, how those eyes doing? Other side there? Ah, I'm not gonna push my luck with you, okay? Mm, mm, okay. Ah, whew. That's tiring on my arm doing that all the time. You know that. Bending over too, it hurts my back and my side. Not to mention my neck. Oh my. So, all right, I'm gonna try to do this while I'm tickling her tummy. So as you've seen, guys, the economy around here going downhill. Penn State's closing several campuses because of declining enrollment. In other words, what that means is nobody has the money to go to college anymore. And there's probably not a lot of college scholarships given out because the kids aren't as smart. Why aren't they smart? Does anyone know? Well, I know because they have their faces planted on Twitter 24 hours. Oh, excuse me, X. That's right. I I can't talk bad about X, or else I'll get arrested. Because you're not even allowed to talk bad about anything that has to do with Trump anymore, or you get arrested. Just like up in Russia. That's the reason why there's no more scholarships given out because all the young bucks and young girl bucks, they all have their faces embedded in their smartphones and their tablets 24 hours a day. Or they're eating a dozen eggs a day and 2 gallons of milk and 9 boxes of cereal every single day. And the Pittsburgh public schools are closing. And well, we all know any of you that know Allegheny County, you know the all the funds, all the money the state gives them, they put it in their pocket. Okay, they misappropriate. It's called the nice way of saying they're stealing money is they misappropriate funds. But anybody that's lived here, anybody that's worked for the city of Pittsburgh, okay, like I worked for the city of Pittsburgh under the Caligiuri regime. I know people that worked for the city of Pittsburgh under the Flaherty regime and before that, when it used to be called the Irish Machine. Half of them guys didn't even go to work. They didn't even show up for work. They had someone clock them in. They got paid by the city of Pittsburgh, plus they had another job going on somewhere. That's exactly what they used to do, guys. It was called the Irish. I don't know nothing against Irish people now, but that's what it was called. It was called the Irish Machine because back in the early days of Pittsburgh, the Irish ran Pittsburgh. They dominated Pittsburgh. If you were an Irish, you weren't getting a job on a fire department. You weren't getting a job as a cop, and you weren't getting a job on a public works. You know, it's like with me. My father knew someone that knew Caligiuri, and because we were Italian American, I got hired. I worked for the city of Pittsburgh Public Works Department. It was called Highways and Sewers for 5.5 years. Cleaned sewers out by hand with a great big long thing that was about 14 feet long, guys. It was a with a little wee round shovel on the end of it. It was probably about this big. It was called a scoop, and the handle was probably like this big in diameter, and it was tapered at the end. It was maybe that big in diameter. The handle was probably about 10 to 14 feet long, made out of wood, and that's how we cleaned sewers. Threw that thing down a sewer, scoop it up, pull the thing out. It would take possibly all day to clean out a sewer that was filled with dirt. So, you know, to make a long story short, Allegheny County is almost broke. So they got to close schools down. Then they turn around and they raise the property tax by 36%. Half the people ain't gonna even be able to pay that. They're not gonna get that money from a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of Black Americans in the urban sections. They ain't gonna be able to pay that. They ain't gonna be able to. The ones that are out of work or been laid off, they're not gonna be able to pay that extra 36%. Tell you guys, me and the wife, man, we got head. Me and the wife and the dog, we got to head for the hills. I hope we're going to be able to move before the shit hits the fan. I'm going to put the camera down on Keita because I know a lot of you hate my guts, and so I'll put the camera down there and I'll tickle her tummy some more. Look at that muscle. That's all muscle right there. Look at that. Just like over here, it's all muscle. Ooh, gotta watch out and catch your tail under the wheel, honey. Oh, give me the hand. Come on, give me the hand. Oh, you like that, did you? But I tell you, she's built. You are built, Keita. Her lungs are huge. They're like they come down to here. Keita, I gotta lay down, honey. How can you stay so white? You roll around in dirt and mud, and yet you're bleach white. Ow! Are you taking a shower when me and mommy go off somewhere? You don't got no ticks on you. She got a tick collar on her, by the way. You don't got no ticks on you at all. That's good. You want more? Hmm? You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You want more or what? Hmm? What? Okay, I love you. Do you love me? Hmm? I love you, eh? All right. Okay, I love you. Did you just fart? I think you just farted, Keita. I smell it. That's a dog fart. All right. Give me a little kiss on the nose here. All right, honey. I gotta lay down. Tonight's my Friday night. You know that. I'll be home with you for 2 days. All right. So tomorrow night I'm gonna take my saddlebags off, the Harley, and I'm gonna try to take the luggage rack off, guys. And they sell dress bolts. They're an outrageous price for like 6 bolts. They want $37. When all you got to do is go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get some chrome plated stainless steel button head screws. Just match the threads up and make sure they're not too long. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to take the saddlebags off. I'm going to take the or no, wait a minute. That's I don't even know what I'm thinking no more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the luggage rack off. In order to take the luggage rack off, you got to take the saddlebags off. Then we're going to take the luggage rack off, and I'm going to leave the saddlebags on. Keith, I'm trying to tell them what I'm going to do to the bike, honey. I got to lay down. Aren't you going to let me lay down a little bit? Hmm? What do you want? Talk. Come on, talk. What do you want? You want me to tummy tickle you? You want more? Are you? What, do you know your part? Okay. Ah, yeah. You're so pretty. Look at you. You're so pretty looking. Yes, you're a beautiful Siberian Husky. All right, young lady, I gotta lay down. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna keep the saddlebags on, but I'm gonna take the luggage rack off because it's gonna be easier for me to get on a bike without getting a Charlie horse.